Right. Live and direct. Night Brothers Intermittent Fasting Show is ready to go. Peace and love, y'all. How y'all feeling?
Man, feeling great. How about yourself,
All
man?
right.
Feeling good, brother.
Everybody good? Yes, sir.
Great.
Good.
Who we got up tonight? We got Rosie Grant. What's up, Rosie?
Rosie.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, honey.
Welcome. We got
Everybody just
hard
say
hitting
hello as you
Margaret
pop.
Nick in
Say
the
hello.
building.
Margaret Nick, our number
Peace
one
and love.
stunner in the building. How you feel, Margaret Nick?
Danny Meadow, what up, my brother?
Oh, we got a neighborhood brother tonight, Danny Nutter. This gonna be a hot one, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Danny,
yeah.
California. What's up, Danny?
Danny Neville, California Kid.
Yes, sir.
Gee. Hope that weather's getting better out there, bro.
Praying for you, Rosie, on your missings.
Yes.
Losing your dad.
Look, y'all, if
Bless you.
as you join the show, type in the chat group so we know you're here, so we know who we acknowledging tonight. And also, this is the time of the show you can go invite somebody. That's all you need to do is share this to your homepage on Facebook, and you can get your whole family up on here watching this tonight.
Yes, sir. Share. Like and share, baby. Like and share.
No problem, Rosie. We got you, baby. Keep you in prayer, dear.
Peace and love, Colleen. Welcome, Ms. Collins.
Colleen Carey Adams. What's up? What's up?
Yes, sir.
Colleen Cox, good evening. Welcome to the show.
That is good news. Definitely.
Q, for those
As
that
you come on, we're going to ask you to share the show to your personal page as well.
there you go, Q. Let them know what's up, brother. So we got a hot show tonight. The show is so hot tonight that your screen might catch on fire. Like Danny Nutter said,
What?
it's so hot, it's getting hot. Like Danny Nutter said.
In her. It's getting hot in here.
So look, we got a lot to cover tonight. We got a very special guest. So we're gonna kick a couple promos, and then from there, we're gonna jump into it, y'all. But y'all still check in. Do me a favor real fast, everybody. Just drop a 1 in the chat group so we know we can hear you. So you know you're hearing us well. We just want to make sure.
Mic check. Throw a 1 in the air.
That's
You can
indeed.
hear us clear. We appreciate it.
All right, that's what's
thank
up.
you, Melanie. We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Oh, Wallace in the house tonight. Here we
In
go.
the building. Melanie in the building. Oh, Mount Wallace in the building.
Good
What's up,
looking.
Mel Butler? How you doing?
Appreciate it.
Lisa Crockett in
Let's
the
rock on.
building.
Look like we got the ones in the building.
Thank y'all
roll.
for doing that, because we want to make sure you can hear us. So, all right, y'all. Well, then, since you say we can hear, let's kick it. Let's crank it. Oh, let me get my promo right now.
Here we go.
All right, y'all. Night Brothers Intermittent Fasting Show. We come to you every Tuesday night, right here on Facebook Live. And thanks for dropping the ones in the chat group. Dan and Nutter, I like how you spelled it out, brother. Make it clear. Make it clear. I like that. Well, you can see who's on the screen right now, y'all. No other than the one, the only special guest tonight, Boyor, Sugar Boy Chew. What's up, Boyor?
I'll clap it now, baby.
What's happening, fellas? Thanks for having me, man. Thanks for having me.
Man,
Glad to have you on board, brother. Glad to have you on board.
I appreciate y'all, man.
Well, look, man, you're a local living legend, and people should know. They talk about a lot of people around Annapolis, accomplishment, things of that nature. But, man, you don't get your props to me, man, so it was only just due for us to bring you on and let people know what's up.
Right. Open book, man.
All right, well, with the audience, y'all do me a favor and say welcome, Boy. You type it in the chat group real fast.
Welcome.
Appreciate it.
Sophia.
Welcome, y'all.
Gregory, huh?
Welcome, Sophia.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome.
Kim Adams Harris.
There you go.
Harris in the house.
Gregory Harris.
What's going on,
Lisa Crockett.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Give it the love to a local legend, y'all.
All right.
Somebody said Fourth Ward up in the house tonight.
Word up.
Is that Melody Butler?
Yes, sir.
Yes, no.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Said Fourth Ward up in the house tonight.
JT
Kim Harris.
Be all right.
Kim Adams Harris in the house. How you doing, Kim Adams Harris?
DC giving you
Hey,
some
Kimmy.
love. That's what's up, family. That's what we talk about. Boyor is a local living legend, y'all, in Annapolis. If you don't know of his life, you're going to be pleasantly surprised tonight as we drill down on some stuff.
Yes, sir.
Think of your girl on.
It's going to be funny, man.
Vaughn Franklin in the house. How you doing?
So, boys,
Yes,
you don't mind us going deep tonight and talking about some array of subjects about your lifestyle. I know you're an open book, brother. So,
Yeah, I don't mind. A lot of things people need to know.
how about that?
How about that?
You might bless
Okay.
somebody. Ain't no might, you definitely gonna bless somebody, you know? So
That's right.
audience, love the love, man. Love the love for the brother. So here we go, y'all. We
Yes,
got a lot
indeed.
to cover, so we're gonna go ahead and get this cranking.
Get at it.
So Boyor, look, thank you for joining us. It only took us 3 years to get you on the show. as you mentioned to us at
Well, man,
what you said about that? You
it's
mentioned to me.
fine. Y'all paying me anyway, so it's fine.
That's right.
First guest that we had to go in the pocket.
Yes, indeed.
We
No.
was gonna pay you till we saw you with that Marine shirt on.
Oh, good. So, it was good to see you, man, at Armand's party. And what you tell me at Armand's party, boy? What you
I
tell
can't
me?
remember. What I tell you?
You say, I see y'all with the show, man. You know what I mean? A brother can't get on the show. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's amazing, man. I've been doing this all my life and can't get on the show. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Man, haven't been in McDonald's in over 10, 15 years. Can't get on the show.
How
God.
about that?
There's one of your homeboys, Londale, giving you a shout out, boy.
What's
All right,
up,
Londale,
Londale?
yeah.
What's going on,
Memphis in the house.
brother?
Memphis in the house.
Uh-huh. No, we honored, brother, to share your story. So, look, we're going to tell the audience what we're going to go over tonight just so they can know, because you so much to your life, man. As I was researching and putting information together for the show, man, I was like, damn, this brother got a book, man. You need to definitely put something out. But we want to talk about the early years. We're definitely going to dive into the Fourth Ward. If y'all don't know nothing about the ward,
Okay.
you're gonna learn tonight. Go learn tonight, ain't it?
You gonna learn
That's
that
right.
thing.
We'll talk about your fasting journey, and then the Sugar Boy years. Q, why don't you read them all for me, brother?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got a lot to cover tonight, guys. We're gonna cover the early years of fourth ward stuff, man. Your fasting, discovery, and journey. All aspects of the Sugar Boy years. And oh boy, we're gonna dive into your HBO blockbuster fight. And there's a lot of stuff that people don't know. And boy, as we said, we know you're open book, so you're just willing to put it out there. And guys and audience, as you come on board, if you have questions or comments, just throw them out there. Londale, I know you got plenty to say tonight, so just put your stuff in there, Londale, as we come along, man. Thank you, I appreciate it.
All right, why don't you read 5 through 7 and the other subjects we're gonna cover with Boyer tonight?
Well, we definitely going to touch on the life-threatening accident for the personal trainer, which is, I would say, pull out your pens and pads right now so you can jot this down. You can get access to, you see what this brother's doing behind here. You can get access to that. You know, if you can do this too, no question. And, you know,
Just
the
gonna
lightning
get a Marine
round.
shirt.
That's lightning round. These questions are going to be insightful and funny. So just stick around to the end of the show. You know how we do it.
And Arden, people said, "Damn, Arden, you all dressed up tonight. You look good, brother."
Yeah,
Yeah, I see him over there. I see him.
you know, and then I was gonna switch up, but you know, when you got a legend on, you got to dress the part. You know what I mean? I had to step up. You
Appreciate
got a
that.
legend in the building. That's what it is. So
Vonda said, "What time you coming on tonight?" That's
I
what
like
Vonda want to know. Arden.
we're going right now. You at the right place.
Oh man, all good though, man. We like to tease, but boy, your man, look, we're gonna have you throughout the whole show, so we want to hit a couple subjects. So you cool to have some fun on some other things as well, right, brother?
I'm ready.
Hey.
All right, Night Brothers Intimate and Fashion. Like I said, we come to you every Tuesday night, right here on Facebook Live. What's up, Arden?
Well, healthy is the new sexy, baby. The Night Brothers Intimate and Fasting Show is honored to have you on, brother, and we're looking forward to getting it started. Let's rock.
Right.
Yes, sir. Do this.
Your comments, you know how it is. Please keep on putting your comments in. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or whatever, throw them in there so we can see it. You know, just like Mimi Lee, you know, throwing it in there. Appreciate you, indeed. Oh, Linda Tongue, we didn't pick you up. Welcome, 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 welcome. Indeed. So yes, please throw your comments on, and we will throw it right on up front so everybody can see it and your beautiful face. So stay engaged because we need those questions, indeed. Lenny, let's rock. Oh, my fault. We're gonna take it to the bartender, y'all. Bartender,
Yes, sir.
tell us what's on tap, brother. Appreciate you. Matter of fact, let me get some in my cup.
Yes, sir. We got some tasty beverages on tap tonight, guys. First of all, we're gonna talk in our socially speaking segment. We're gonna talk about how do you judge movies with a sports theme and how difficult they are to create. And in this instance, we're gonna be talking about Creed 3, the blockbuster movie that dropped this weekend, and we're gonna delve into that. And we got some footage and some questions about that, guys. And audience, we want your comments on everything. As we rock this thing, we want your comments. And then tasty beverage number 2, the Night Brothers Show feature interview with a local legend, none other than Boyor, Sugar Boy Chew, finally in the house with us, man. And I'm telling you, we're glad to have you in here, and we're gonna give you a formal welcome in a minute. And then our next tasty beverage is going to be, we're gonna talk about the first week of our Night Brothers Challenge. Red will make you spread challenge. We want you guys to check in on how you're doing so far and how you're handling it and how you're rocking with that. And man, we're so glad to have y'all on board. So glad to have our audience here with us. We're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. So without further ado, let's do this. Let's go.
want to let everybody know that all videos, songs, music, images, graphics used in this video belong to their respective owners. I nor the channel don't claim any rights over them at all. This is a copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, and we will proceed and continue to rock the mic.
All right, if it's your first time joining tonight, this is a segment we call Socially Speaking, where we talk about just various things. Some of them are more socially conscious, some of them are more controversial, some of them are thought-provoking. But tonight, we wanted to dive into, since we had, a world-class boxer on the show tonight, we thought we'd talk about how do you rate movies that have boxing themes behind them. And we were Sugar Boy, we want you to jump all over this. Because we definitely want to examine the Creed movie. Because first of all, any sports themed movies are hard to show realism. And we really want to talk about that aspect of it by examining Creed. And also, this is Michael B. Jordan's first time at being a director. So I went to see the movie. We won't give away the movie as we dive into it. We won't talk about the plot but so much, but we just want to examine aspects of it. So here we go, y'all. Let's take a look at this, and we're going to see how, we're going to talk about it on the other side, but let's take a quick look at the promo of the movie.
See that man right there? Do you remember him?
Creed 3 has delivered its first blow at the box office. The latest installment in the Rocky spin-off series earned a strong $5.5 million in previews, including from Thursday night shows and sneak screenings earlier in the week.
One day you came back. The past came back too.
Creed 3 is now pacing to open to $40 million domestically, easily enough to win the weekend. The film starring Michael B. Jordan as the title character, Adonis Creed, also marks his feature directorial debut.
Don't let him destroy everything you've built. Everything we've built.
The movie follows Jordan's character as he comes out of retirement to face off with an old friend, played by Jonathan Majors. The first Creed powered its way to a $42.1 million domestic opening over the 5-day Thanksgiving holiday in 2015, including $29 million for the 3-day weekend, not adjusted for inflation. Creed 2 opened over the Thanksgiving corridor in 2018, grossing $56 million for the 5 days, including $35.5 million for the 3. For the latest box office news and numbers, head to thr.com. For the Hollywood Reporter News, I'm Tiffany Taylor.
All right, Tiffany, thank you, dear. Look, we're going to dive into it. And we got some questions for the panel. We're going to jump around. Audience, these questions double for you as well, so feel free to type in the chat group. Somebody said awesome job, Mike. I don't know who Mike is, but he was awesome. And then Gregory said Creed 3 was everything. Greg, we want you to talk because you make your comments because you saw the movie. Any of y'all that saw the movie, we definitely want y'all to we want to see your comments and we'll throw it on the screen. So anyway, first question coming out the box. Command Sergeant Major coming your way. In your opinion, how difficult is it to create a realistic, that's the key word, realistic sports-themed movie? And have you seen the trilogy of any other Creed trilogies? And if so, how you rate them for the realism of the boxing scene? What you say, brother? Talk to us.
Well, the first, I saw all of them except the last one. But the boxing in the first one was a little bit iffy to me. It improved as the trilogy went on. But, we got an expert coming up behind me who could break down all the semantics about it. But the thing about a sports themed movie, you have to tie in life along with that movie. It just can't be about the boxing. It got to be something else that leads up to the boxing. But if I had to grade them a realism, on the last film, I give them about, 7. I haven't seen the last one, 7 out of 10.
All right, good deal, brother. Good deal. Audience, you can agree, disagree, or have a different opinion on that. Q, coming your way. Now look, Q, you cannot give away the plot. Can't give away the plot, but give us.
Do that. No.
I went to the movies with
I
you
have
and a
seen
couple.
the movie.
It's all cool. But what's your overall assessment of the storyline, the action, the flow? You know what I mean? How they balance everything. What you think, brother?
Well, first of all, I really enjoyed the movie. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. My overall assessment that I would give the movie itself, for those who have had a chance to actually be in the theater and see it from a live experience, I'd give it a definitely 9 out of 10. The people were cheering in the movie theater along with the movie. So I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Nothing is perfect, so I can't give it a perfect score. But the theme, it's for the overall assessment, the storyline was great. I like how they built the storyline up. It flowed very nicely, man, and it set up even future stuff to going forward. The conflict between the two characters, it built a lot of suspense. And man, you could see that they had a real friendship that turned into something that was less than friendship, which led to the battle itself. But overall, great movie. Really, really enjoyed it. And I'm looking forward to other people's comments on it, those who have actually seen the film itself. The boxing scenes were action-packed.
Well, look, Q, we want to go to our panel expert tonight. Boyor, talk to me about this.
Yeah.
Explain to us and the people how difficult it is for an actor to actually portray a boxer's movement in the ring. And in your opinion, how well do you think Michael B. Jordan done this in any of his movies? Talk to us, man. What you think?
Well, the hardest thing about portraying a boxing match is the training itself. See, first of all, the person got to get in shape to even play the part. Now, as far as the part as the fight is concerned, like Roger picked out that it was a 7 to him. Q picked out it was an 8 or 9 because the people cheered. Well, when the people cheer, they're in love with the character. But as a real fighter, we look at the training aspect. We don't even follow the plot of the story of the movie because really in a real fight, you got rules. A man not gonna punch you in your face 2 or 3 times before the referee gonna step in. They gonna ask you, "Are you all right?" Because the rules are you gotta protect yourself at all times. So most fighters that I know, we watch the training of it, not so much the movie.
That's
you
very interesting.
You get caught up in the movie if you're in love.
You know what? That's a great perspective. I never thought about it because really, I mean, like the 2 main actors was Michael B. Jordan. What was the other dude name that was the boxer, the nemesis? What was his name?
Majors. His last name is Majors. Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan Majors. He was
Jonathan Majors. Yeah.
Brother was cut up, boy. He definitely looked the part. You know what I mean?
They're both in shape. They're both in shape. You got to be in shape to even play the part. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
It's the training, the 2 and 3 months of training that both of them brothers went through to even look the part. Now, as far as boxing, you know, I mean, Will Smith, Rocky, you know, I mean, we talking about people that really can't even fight in real life. None of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep it real, son. Keep it real, baby.
It's a movie. Yeah. None of them can fight in real life.
Yeah. So that's what it's all about, boy. Is entertaining. Last question on this movie thing. As far as sequels goes, because this was a sequel of a sequel of a sequel. You know what I mean? It started off with the Rocky 15 movies, then they took it to Creed, and now they, you know, this is the 3rd version of this. So how difficult was it to capture the imagination in a movie, especially for him being a first-time director? Talk to us about that, brother.
Well, I mean, you threw a curve at the first-time director. It's very difficult to be a first-time director. Period.
Yes.
But when you layer on the fact that you're the star actor on top of that, I mean, it's like Bill Russell coaching a team and being a player, the star player of the team, and winning the championship. So if this is successful, it's really a good narrative for him moving forward, without question. But digressing back to the sequel piece, the sequel, people look at it as being difficult, more difficult, but Boyor said everything. The fact is, you already love the characters. And that's everything. Because now it's about me creating another story that you can buy into. If you buy into the story, I got you. Because you're going to want me to win. You're going to want the other guy to lose. You know what I'm saying? If you put a little plot twist on it where you almost root for the other guy, it's a lot of stuff you could do with that. But you already have one thing. You have character established. You have your characters established. And people have a really connection to the characters. So it is really
who was the director?
About finding quality story.
Michael B. Jordan was the director himself, Boyor, and he did. I
directed and acted.
Now, okay, can I say one more thing, and I'm done with that. He was the director. How he gonna lose? How he gonna lose when he go to the movie? Bill Russell, he was coaching player. How he gonna lose?
Yeah, I feel you, brother. That's what I was saying too. When
I'm not gonna direct the movie. I'm not gonna direct the movie. I'm gonna lose, man. That don't make sense.
Hold on. Say that again.
Say that one more time, boy.
I'm not going to direct the movie and star in it and lose too. That ain't gonna happen.
But it has happened in the past. It has happened because he lost in his previous fight. In the previous movie, he did lose.
He ain't directed though. He ain't directed.
All right. All right.
Fourth wall, keep it real, baby. Look, y'all. Thank your audience on that. We're gonna shift over and dive into this interview.
Yeah, that's funny.
All right, y'all. It's time for us to dive in and feature what we call, man, a local living legend. Brother, man, thank you for being on. And your life is an inspiration in so many different ways, but people need to know. So we're gonna dive into it. Before we do that, Boyor, I put together this little montage of some of your legacy, so people can know, because a lot of people don't know. But so check it out, and then we're gonna talk about it, y'all. We're gonna dive into the interview.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to meet a man who packs a punch both inside and outside of the boxing ring. He's a former professional boxing champion who fought on the biggest stage of them all, HBO television, against the likes of Antonio Tarver. But that's not all, he's also a fitness trainer and mentor to many. He has worked with some of the most elite athletes and professionals in the world of boxing. This list includes Sugar Ray Leonard, Lou Duva, Angelo Dundee, Meldrick Taylor, Riddick Bowe, Michael Moore, Shannon Briggs, Teddy Atlas, Tim Coleman, Mark Breland, Pernell Whitaker, HBO's Harold Riggleman, announcers Jim Lampley and Larry Merchant, and more. Boyor Sugarboy Chu was born and raised in Annapolis, Maryland. He studied athletic training and sports medicine at Temple University School of Medicine, Towson State University, and in Arundel Community College. But his true passion lies in using his knowledge and experience to help others achieve their goals. As a father, husband, and sibling, he knows the importance of discipline, physical fitness, and safety in both sports and life. He once said, as a mentor and trainer, I give adults and youth direction and life lessons that emphasize discipline, physical fitness, and safety in good competitive athletics. My motivation and dedication have been driven by the desire to give back to the community, and the will provided the opportunity to work one-on-one with someone and make a real difference in their life.
Damn, son.
So get ready to be inspired and motivated as the Knight Brothers Show introduce you to the one and only Boyor Sugarboy Chu.
Yes, sir.
Awesome video. Come on, let's get some love to that video, y'all.
Some love,
Let's
man.
give that video
No
some love.
question. Big up.
All right, Boyor. No, I just put together the video for Boyor. It ain't about me, but the brother deserves it. So, and Rosalind Wright said, "What's going on, Sugar Boy?"
That's Derek's show. That's showbiz.
What's happening? Showbiz.
No doubt. So, Boyor, look, we're going to start off the interview. We got a lot of questions to ask you tonight. And we want to start off with the old Fourth Ward. I got a lot of pictures here. Y'all might see yourself, Londell, some of these teams we played for back in the day and all kinds of stuff, because we was all involved. We grew up together. So, Rancher, why don't you take it over from here and start with the questions, brother? All right. All good?
Mm-hmm. So let's talk about growing up in your household. Where did you fit into the Chu sibling clan, mom and dad, and etc.? Where did you fit in there? You know, like you the firstborn,
Well,
lastborn. What's going on with you? Huh?
I'm the youngest. I was the youngest out of 7 of them. My whole life, I've been the youngest. I've never been the baby. I promise you that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you was the baby.
Yeah, no, I was the youngest. You asking me a question or you want to debate me? What you want to do?
Both of them. Tell us about your experience growing up in the old Fourth Ward, College Creek Terrace area of now.
Well, y'all know it was tough, man. Growing up in Fort Ward, I promise you, I wasn't nearly the best athlete, the best anything. You know, when you could walk up street, Clay Street, and see murder, see people dying, getting high, shooting dope. I mean, it was tough, man, back in the '60s. I remember when Clay Street didn't even have a hill, right? Before it was hill, it was flat. I don't know too many people remember that.
I
So
remember.
it was tough, man. I mean, really, I came out of nowhere because I wanted to make a difference in me. You know, growing up in that environment.
Right.
Melody said the same thing. She remembers that. Yep, she remembered that Oberry Court. And Rosalind said
Yeah.
she remembered you. You was a great cornerback for the Baltimore Eagles semi-pro football team.
Wow.
Oh, she's telling all my Jews. She's telling all my Jews. Y'all didn't even know that. So I played. Well, I think that'll probably be the next segment next time I'm on, but we can talk about it.
Name some of the local
y'all
Annapolis
waiting for me
figures that had an influence or impact in your life during your young years. Who influenced you?
I can tell you, starting off, Roger, at 10, 11 years old, I would never probably even be in the sports if it wasn't for the Owens family. If it wasn't for
Okay.
Reggie Owens, Ronnie Owens, and I'm gonna throw in Lindell too.
No
I
doubt.
probably would have never played sports.
No doubt. No doubt.
No doubt. That's a fact. That's a fact. I would have never played baseball if it wasn't for Reggie Owens, Ronnie Owens, the Owens family. Let me say that. Miss Pearl, man, Miss Pearl, she drove me. She drove me to do better. I'm gonna just give you one little glimpse. Even with Hardy Huskies, I used to always jump off sides on offense. Armin might can remind me tell you about that. So what they did, she told me, if you jump off side again, you ain't getting no McDonald's or Buzzies. Remember Buzzies pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So what they did, they put me on defense, and the more of the story was, we went undefeated and wasn't even scored on.
And you got your pizza.
And I got
Every
my
game.
pizza.
Oh man, yeah, I see
If it
some of
wasn't
these.
for the Orange family, I would have never played sports.
And I think
I don't think I would.
in Chambers Barbershop in the background, I think I saw Lionel on one of those pictures on one of these football. I see Armand number 64 over there to the left.
Yes, sir. Lanny, you number 80, I think, Lanny. You number 80, right?
Yeah, and I think Lionel was in one of those pictures too.
Yeah.
Because we played all sports. Who's some of those people
Yeah.
in the pictures? Boy, can you tell us when one of those pictures rolled back around? Who?
You talking about the older folks?
Yeah, the older folks and some of the
Um,
teammates. Some of the teammates too.
Oh, okay. Well, the older folks are on my father's side. You know Michael Matthews? Michael Matthews, my cousin, her grandmother is my aunt.
Okay.
That's my father right there. When he was a young, getting out the Marines, a taxi cab driver. That picture there is Hardy Huskies. Right there. I think I'm maybe holding the ball.
Hold on,
That
let me
picture
back
there, I
that
just
up.
got back
I
from-
hold it right
okay.
there for a second. So Is Lionel
Yeah.
second from the left? Is he 85? Is that who Lionel is right there?
Londell may be on there, but at that time, Londell was on the midgets. They had just started the midgets.
Okay.
So me and Reggie was on the Hardy Huskies at 11
okay.
years old, 10, 11 years old.
Uh-huh.
That's you, number 22, right, Boyer? That's you, 22.
The nice looking one, right there in the middle.
The nice looking one.
Yeah.
Is that Sankey Ross next to you? And
No, that's no. See, I ain't got my glasses on.
That's Lonzo Brown on your left side.
Lonzo's on one side.
Yeah, and that's Boyer.
Yeah, you got
number
you got Lonzo, you got Dwayne Brown, number 11. You got me and Lonzo holding the ball. You got Crandall Chambers behind what's that the boy Rayford. You know Rayford. You got Armo Tongue on far left. On your far left. All the way up top by them coaches, that's Ed. All the way up top by them coaches, that's Ed Cully.
Okay.
How about this next picture right here? Let me go to this one too, because this one right here. How about that?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm number 50. Next to John Chambers, number 61.
Okay, yeah. Right.
I was a hitter too, boy.
Mike Green.
That's when I started playing with the big boys. Mike Green.
Armand 64.
You got Lenny Knight,
that's
number 80.
Right?
Yeah, that's me. I was a touchdown man on the team. I used to catch all the touchdowns. You know, that was my job.
That's
you got.
That's Lodi. That's Lodi and Vest up at the top, right? Lodi 63,
Yes, sir.
Vest 73.
Yes, sir.
Vest?
Is that Lodi? Vest number 73?
That's right.
Yeah.
And
You got Alex number 22.
Yeah.
You got Alex number 22. You got Armo Tongue number 32.
Armand was.
Yeah, that's a squad right
You got
there.
Cuz.
Armand Marco, boy, them some bad
Yeah,
boys back in the day. You know.
And I was a starter. I always started.
Ain't that Virgil Wells at the bottom? That's Virgil at the bottom.
That's
yeah,
right.
it was Virgil.
And I told Virgil, that was the year I took Virgil. I put Virgil on the bench. I took Virgil's spot. That's right. That's right.
Boy, you simple.
Virgil don't like that, but I took Virgil's spot that year.
Oh man, we're gonna keep it moving on that one. We're gonna keep it moving on that one. Look, we want to go to the next aspect of your life, man. Q gonna take the lead the questions on this one. Q, won't you?
Yes, sir. Say, boy, one of the reasons we got you on here because you're a big advocate of health and healthy living and things of that nature. And we want to talk about your health journey, your intermittent fasting. And first question is, how long have you been a part of the intermittent fasting lifestyle? What drove you to adopt that?
Well, it pretty was easy for me because I look at myself even now as an athlete. So you can either be good or an athlete. An athlete is a lifestyle. So I chose the athlete lifestyle where you always stay fit. You don't eat a lot of fast food, or if any. You tweak your body from eating to not eating so you can maintain a perfect diet. As you get older, you don't have to eat as much. When you're younger. So I've always been like that. I don't eat past a certain time, like 8 o'clock at night. I've been like that for almost 15 years. Unless I'm caught out, like with my wife eating dinner or something. But I always maintain a perfect diet. I'm not perfect because I realize as you get older, you only get one chance of doing this in life. So whether you eat right or eat wrong, we're going to die. But I choose to live like an athlete. Lean and mean. Concentrate up. Go ahead.
As a part of your fasting lifestyle, do you use a particular window of eating? Do you have like hours? Like do you follow like a 16-hour fast with an 8-hour window, or do you have certain windows that you choose in your fasting lifestyle? And what seems to work best for you in your body?
Okay, what I like, good question. What I like to tell people, everybody fast when you go to sleep. But my window, like you say, Q, mine could go from 8 o'clock at night and don't eat until 12 noon the next day.
Yes.
Sometimes I trick my body because your mind loves confusion. Your body loves confusion. That's how you maintain a perfect diet. Not routine, always doing the same thing. Your body get used to that. Sometimes I go from 9 o'clock at night and don't eat till 6 p.m. the next day.
Yes.
You know, not all the time, but sometimes I do that. Sometimes I would do stuff like me and about 20 guys, no matter what state you live in, for 2 weeks, we would eat fruit, vegetables, and water. That's it.
Yes.
No salt, no pepper, no gum, no candy, no nothing. Huh?
I say I like that. I like that type of stuff, brother.
Now, you just talked
That's
about
tough.
this.
After 4 days.
Yeah. Boy, you just touched on it a little bit when you talked about when you go out with your wife or stuff like that. Tell me about some of the things you do when you go to social events. Like we were at an event a few weeks ago. We were at Armand's party, and during that time we might eat a little later than what we do. So how do you kind of be flexible with your schedule when you're going to stuff like barbecues or parties and things of that nature? How do you adjust your eating schedule or your routine? What do you do in those instances?
Well, if I was to, I'll tell you, man, if I was to come to your cookout or anything like that, you could give me a hot dog or a hamburger. My choice of food would probably be the fish. But if I got to eat a hot dog or a hamburger, I promise you, I'm gonna squeeze all the grease out that hamburger or hot dog, and then I use my own ketchup and mustard add juice. I do so many ads and setups in a day. I don't want to consume all the grease because grease clogs arteries like cigarettes, being obesity, and I don't entertain anything. I don't eat mayonnaise, unless maybe if I eat a crab cake. But if I was to go to a cookout, I'd do that. If I was to, and then let me say this: this is not for everybody because this is my life long term. I play hard. If I go out and eat and I'm out late, you can best believe tomorrow morning I'm burning it off. Sometimes I burn it off right for the bed that night.
About, brother.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Man, that's great.
Time under management. You gotta put the work in. Gotta put the work in, man.
Great information. Boy, look, we want to shift to the Sugar Boy years. Talk a little bit about the Sugar Boy years because a lot of people miss a lot of aspects of this. So, man, won't you catch them up? Arden's going to start you off.
Well, who introduced you to boxing? And who were your earliest inspirations to the sport?
Well, all y'all remember my man Mick, right? You remember Mick?
Yeah, Mick. Yeah, live right up on Monument Street.
There you go. See, we always been Sugar Ray, Robinson. Somebody was Ali. Somebody was Joe Frazier. And what got me into that was my first trainer was Reese James.
Yes, Clarence.
Reese James, right?
Yeah.
There you go. He was my first trainer. Now, I'm gonna tell you something funny. Don't nobody know. I want everybody to tune in and listen because I ain't got no shame in my game. You remember Rita Henderson?
Yeah, Rita.
Everybody, there you go. You know, Rita was kind of tough when she was coming up. I remember she was dating my brother Allen. And she had mentioned, I'm gonna tell you something funny. She had mentioned, that's why your mother wore a wig. And you know, back in them days, that was a fight, 1973, 74. Nowadays,
everybody wears.
Nowadays, everybody wears stitches, wigs, or whatever now.
Yeah.
But back in 1974, she said, that's why your mother wear a wig. And I hit her in her mouth hard as I could. Man, she whipped my butt, man. Rita Henderson whipped my butt. She made me a champion, though. She made me a champion. And I tell her that anytime I see her.
Oh, man.
That's why I don't put my hand on women today. And I went to the Naval Academy. I went to the Naval Academy the next day. Coach Smith kept putting me out. That went for 2 weeks. He kept putting me out. Till one day he caught me down there, hit the speed bag, or trying to hit the speed bag, and he was like, keep your hand up. Then he started coaching me. So that's when I brought in Reese James to be my trainer. And Ted Brown, see my name, I gave myself Sugar Boy Chew when they called me when I was small with Ray Leonard. But Ted Brown used to call me Boyor the Destroyer.
Oh, yeah.
That was my first name. Yeah. Ted Brown gave me that name. Boyor the Destroyer.
You kind of broke down, where you started, but like when you took that next step, who was your trainer? And then how did you get into those, those first matches? And then, describe the feeling of preparation for your very first professional fight in the ring. Were you anxious, nervous, or what? Did you do much amateur fighting also? You can kind of wrap all that in one.
Yeah. Well, let's go with my amateur. I was 56-6. Oh, wow. And I was a late bloomer. Yeah. So fighting over North 7, fighting against grown men. I was 14 years old. I think you got one of those pictures in there where I got a headgear on. That was my first boxing match. I was 14, 15. And I fought a grown man, Lieutenant Chatfield. He was like 28 years old.
What?
I knocked him out 38 seconds in the first round. Right?
Wow.
Now, what got me... Huh?
Now, they were clapping for you out there. They were clapping for you.
I didn't hear you.
No, I said they were just clapping for you. That's all.
A
bunch of people clapping.
Yeah, right. So then, what got me to going to professional level? I took George Pendell. Y'all remember him?
I know George. Yeah.
I took George Pendell to the gym first, and he did well. Matter of fact, he did better than me. Then one time he got invited to Palmer Park to spar this guy named Ray Leonard. I just went with it. When I went up there, they told George he was too small. And I'm going back when Sugar Ray was ready to fight Duran.
Oh.
I didn't even know nothing about Sugar Ray then. So they asked me, how much do you weigh? I said 160. He said, you perfect. You box? I said, yeah. Man, I tell you, I was scared to death, man. I was scared to death, man. Man, I'm going to tell you, I was scared to death, man. Because you know why I was scared? I was ready to go when they asked me. He took almost 2 hours to get ready. Far as he had grown men putting his hand wraps on. I just had hand wraps. So he put three of us in the corner, in 3 different corners. He went with one guy, he hit one guy behind his back and bust his mouth.
Good Lord.
Then I was next. Yeah, then I was next. And the only person knew I was shaking was Jesus.
That's right. That's the only person supposed to.
And so he beat the brakes off us, man. He beat the brakes off all of us. I came back the next day, scared to death. He beat the brakes off. That went on for like a month. So one day, James Morton, Dave Jacob, that was his trainers. Angelo Dundee was his manager. James Morton and Dave Jacob was his trainer. They asked me, do I want to go to camp? I said, well, how far is camp? I'm scared, right? I said, how far is camp? They said, Big Bear. I didn't know where no Big Bear was at. That's California. So I said, sure, I'll go. And I'm going to try to make this short. I flew out California by myself, man. They took me in the mountain. They put me in a cabin. And the only thing that's in that cabin was the ring, the gym, and across the other cabin was where you eat at and sleep. The first night I was there, 2 o'clock in the morning, Ray Leonard went went running. I slept in. I was asleep. I was tired, man. But when he came back, he beat the brakes off. The next night he got up, went running. I went running with him. I went running with him.
You better.
And when he came back and we sparred, all I knew, I was standing up to him and he was like, "Chew," giving me work. That was the first time I knew I was ready to fight.
Oh man, that's an awesome story.
Great story. Great story.
And when he fought, people don't know this. When he fought Duran the first time in Montreal, I was right there.
Wow.
I was right there. I was right there when he fought Duran in Montreal.
Well, I know each of us have questions on your experience on HBO nationally televised championship fight against Antonio Tarver, without question. So I'm gonna let everybody dive into that. But it's a lot of stuff you touched on, man. We appreciate that too. Stuff that nobody knew. Indeed, man. Thank you.
So Sugar Boy, in the background audience, these are pictures and clips from when Sugar Boy was in the ring with Antonio Tarver. Antonio Tarver was an awesome fighter, champion as well. And we just got some questions because I know that was kind of like one of the pinnacles of your professional career. So I'm gonna throw the questions out, and each one of us gonna start off. I'm gonna start off with it.
Can I say one thing? Can I say one thing first?
Absolutely, your show, bro.
Yes.
You can say anything you want.
I want y'all to know this too. I fought that. See that picture right there? That's a Montreal picture. From that, see the outfit got Leonard on it. But let me say this. I want everybody to know that's listening that I fought Bernard Hopkins as an amateur and Roy Jones as an amateur.
Wow.
People don't know that.
Oh yeah. No,
That's right. Yeah.
that's why I was asking about the amateur.
Oh, yeah.
I need,
Oh
it's
yeah.
important.
Me.
Really important.
Go ahead.
Oh no. Well, should I jump into this? Along with your skills, your record, how did you get the fight? How did you get that fight put together with the promoter, trainer, etc.? It's more than just fighting that gets you those type of fights. And what was your reaction when you learned about that big time opportunity? And how did it come? Because sometimes you could be talked about and you don't even know you're getting put in, or you put work in and kind of politic for those fights. How'd that work out for you?
It fell in my lap. Okay.
Wow.
Doing that when I fought Tarver, I was 40 years old.
Really? Wow. Okay.
And yeah. He was 28. I was 40. Now, remind the audience, when I fought, it's the first time in my life I fought 4 times in 2 months. I fought at Martin West here in Baltimore twice.
Right.
And then I went to Connecticut and fought this guy named Joe Hughes. This white guy was coming down to Baltimore and he was beating everybody, right? I go to Connecticut, New York, and I knocked him out in the 8th round and clipped him. So then I came home. They said I was in the gym. I was already ready. They said, we got a perfect fight for you. I said, who? They said, Tarver. I said, well, how much they paying? First of all, they tried to cheat me first.
I'm sure they did.
But God is my witness, and the picture behind me say blessed. If God is my witness, the money that they gave me to fight Tarver, I would have fought him with my eyes closed. Because all I knew that for one night, and I'm gonna say this, for one night to bring home 1.2 million for one fight, and then after the fight, I spent over $6,000 buying dinner for everybody. Then I wasn't a millionaire no more. Just like that.
Boy, you funny as shit. Oh no. Somebody asked a question. Somebody asked me. Keith asked this question. Keith Colbert said, "What do you do to keep your head clear after a fight?" So I guess we know the answer to that.
What's that?
Keith said, "What do you do to keep your head clear after fights?"
Well, to be honest with you, no joke aside, you got to remember, man, if I spent almost 30 years getting hit in your head, that's why I didn't partake in doing a lot of getting high, because you're getting hit in your head. So immediately after fights like that, you really got to assess yourself, do a very good assessment of yourself, because you've been hit in your head. You'd be surprised the pain you feel in the back of your neck, and you know you didn't get hit there, in your toe, when you didn't get hit there. So to keep my head clear, I didn't get high. If that's what Keith's trying to say, I didn't do that. You pretty much stay clean for about almost 4 or 5 months, man, to make sure you got all your faculties.
Yeah,
because if you get from sparring and training and amateurs and just being beating your head all your life, you got to be careful as you get older, because you've been getting hit in your head. Most people grow up, they want to be a football player, a basketball player, a baseball player. Very few want to be a fighter, a real fighter.
I hear you,
Nobody
bro.
dreamed about being a fighter.
Yeah. Well, you kind of answered a part of this. You kind of answered a part of this question already. But what was your mindset like when you knew you were training? When you found out this fight was going to happen, you were already kind of ready, and the level of competition. How did it affect you mentally, knowing that you were going to be on national TV and on HBO, and the payday? You talked about the payday a little bit, and did you think about how it could affect your future going forward? So, got to talk about those things a little bit, if you could.
Well, let me say, man, I think every time I see that Tarver fight or hear about it, I think my mindset was, I told you the 3 fights that I had, right?
Yes.
Then, when I got like in the 7th round, I kind of got burnt out. It kind of burnt me out. And they were yelling at me, come on, man, you in the fight. And I was counting in my fingers, in my glove. And I said, shit, I'm going to go 2 more rounds and I'm done. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be a coward to tell the story. A hero died. And I'm going to be honest with you. If I was younger, I would have whipped his ass.
I hear you, brother.
Because I noticed in the middle of the ring, he don't punch at all. You get near the ropes, he try to kill you. And Tarver really not a good fighter. He just lucked up at the right time, even when he fought a drunk Roy Jones. But he really not a high volume puncher. He really not. He more precise puncher because he left hand.
More counter.
And I did a lot of
more counter fighter.
But my mindset was, man, look, I come from Old Burg Court. The least I'm gonna do is fight this chump.
Right.
Win or lose, I'm gonna fight this chump.
Big
he
up.
ain't reading Henderson. I tell you that.
But
what is that? He wasn't. Hold on, Keith. Hold on. Say that again, boy. He wasn't who?
I said I was gonna fight his ass anyway because he wasn't reading Henderson.
Oh, damn, boy.
From the beginning to the end. He wasn't reading Henderson. I was gonna fight his ass anyway.
Oh boy, look, we got one more question about the Tarver fight. Roger got a question about the Tarver fight. I think you kind of answered some of this, but Tarver's skills, like you saying, wasn't as much as what he was saying earlier. So look, we're gonna just shift and go on to. I got you, Keith. I was laughing my ass off too because he wasn't reading Henderson. But look,
say that now.
Look,
Lanny, can I ask you, if you don't mind? Can I
yes, sir.
back up to one little thing? Boyer said they tried to cheat him. When it comes to money, they tried to lowball him with the money. So, Boyer, did you have an agent that helped you with that? Negotiate that deal?
No, because I was smart. I'm sorry for leaving the camera. I was very smart. I learned from Ray Leonard, it don't take a rocket scientist to know when you're losing. When you get your ass whipped, you know you lose. Trust me, ain't nobody got to tell you in the ring. Only strategize when you're winning. So when I knew I was getting that big payday, for example, I took like you, Lenny, and took you and you, Q, right? And y'all go to my fights anyway. So I said like, hey Lenny, go with me to fight Tarver. I give you $10,000, give my water.
Mm-hmm.
Q, you don't know about cuts. Just put Vaseline on me if I get cut. And I give you $10,000. If the cut too bad, then they're gonna stop the fight anyway. Come on, let's go have some fun. And that's what I did. Because I came home with all my money in my pocket. Because normally on that level, when you making close to $1 million or $1 million, I had to give y'all like $100,000 a piece. And I realized, shit, this was the end of my rope. Shit, I'm gonna take that money and run with it.
You gonna make that
still
last?
chewing on the fam.
I hear you, bro.
Yeah.
You still being a chew on that
I'm
chew.
still chewing on the fam.
Oh,
That's
man.
right.
Well, look, boy, we want to shift, man, because you know, fighting is one aspect of your life, but you did go on to drive truck, and you did have a horrific, and I'm talking about a horrific, life-threatening situation that most people don't survive from, and I know your life flashed before your eyes. Audience, as you see the pictures going on in the background, we want to talk about a little bit about the accident. So I think who's going to start this off? I just want you, I'm going to start this off. Give us some little context about the accident. Explain to people that you was a truck driver, a company you kind of worked for, and your normal routine, and the number of hours and type of stuff you was on today. And then we're going to pivot to more details about it. Can you set it up for the folks?
Okay. All right, well, during that time, that was right after the Tarver fight. Because to remind you, I boxed and worked at the same time. Most fighters just box. So I did both. So at that time, I drove for Exxon about 18 years, tankers, where you deliver to the gas station. And my shift was midnight, 12 midnight. That was my shift, 12 midnight to like 8, 10 in the morning. So that particular night, it was the day before Thanksgiving, 2005. And I remember that as it was yesterday. And so I'm riding up the road. I got loaded 8,700 gallons of premium. I had to carry to Silver Springs. So I was going up 95 and heading toward the Capitol Beltway to the split, 495-95 split. And it's funny, I was listening to Homeboy Delray. You know Delray?
Yeah.
In California. Yeah, I was listening to his CD at the time.
Wow.
Riding down the highway. And I looked in the mirror, I said, damn, somebody followed me awful close, man. And I looked in the back of my window, my wheel caught on fire. When I looked in my driver's side window, my whole pot was on fire. And I said to myself, oh man, I said, Lord, give me 25 seconds. I'm gonna make my mind up in 20. Because we taught not to jump out into traffic. But I was gonna jump out anyway. So he gave me my 25 seconds. I pulled the brakes. I fell all up in the windshield. And I got about 90 feet from the truck and it went boom. And it threw me about 90 feet. Turned my leg around backwards. I didn't know that at the time. When it threw me, I was just stunned. Because now I'm looking at the truck that are running from the truck. And it was a couple came from New Jersey. Dad came over and told me, sir, you all right? You may want to sit down because your leg is kind of crooked. And that's when I noticed my leg was behind me. And so they laid me down in the bushes. And then during that time, a lot of time went by. And the news people was running back and forth. And the funny part was I couldn't yell out because I was in shock with my body. And I remember one woman said, his name is Chu. He a Chinese guy. So I couldn't yell out. So when it felt me over in the grass, that's when the news people came and the ambulance came and they put that plastic bubble on me, right? On my leg.
Right.
And blew it up.
Right.
And they gave me a shot in my hip so I won't be in shock like it used in the military.
Uh-huh.
And then Then I came back to life, boy. I was like, all these news people was running at me, and I was like, hold up. I ain't doing no interviews until I get my makeup crew. That's when I knew. They said he all right.
Oh man, Roger got a good question for you, man.
All right, come on, Roger.
I got it. Share to us the aftermath from the event. You know, the blessings, outlook on life, level of health, family, all that good stuff.
You mean after the accident?
Yeah. What was your life, your outlook, and then talk about some of these pictures that's showing in the background too. Can you describe people what's going on?
Oh, when I got my knee replaced, right there. Got my knee replaced, and I was saying to the woman, letting her know that's another accident with the 20 screws in my knee that I got from FedEx. That night, well, I'm getting away from what Roger asked me now.
Well, go ahead. You tie it all together.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be honest with you, man. You know, we all believe in Jesus and God and all that, but that was the first time in my faith that I really met God, man. On it for real. That's the first time that I really started getting serious about my faith and being a good father, a husband, because prior to that, I was almost like Mike Tyson. I do what I want. I wasn't faithful. The only time I ever been faithful in my life is I played sports. Until I met my wife, Cheryl, I'm 26 years undefeated now. I've been faithful 26 years. She's been there through thick and thin. Man, look, people ask me, man, you look good, man. Well, man, where you hang at? I hang home. I don't hang nowhere. I hang home. I take care of myself. I believe in Jesus. I mean, I go to church. Like I said, man, I try not to curse. I just try to change my life, man, because see, I done done a lot in my life. I didn't have women. I didn't have money. I didn't travel. I've been no good. The last thing I ever been in my life that I need to be is a good person.
Amen, brother.
Let me try to live right. Because I haven't tried that. You know what I mean? So I figure when God snatched me from, so y'all just knew about when the tanker blew up on me. I remember being out for 3 years from the tanker, and they had to coach me and send me back to college. That's when I ran into the days with Roger going back to school. When I went back to college, they had to retrain me. I got back in the truck. I was on Pennington Avenue in Baltimore where a man was running from the police, hit me head on in a tanker, and I went straight through somebody's house, tank and all.
Good Lord.
Tank and all. Yeah, to me, that was worse because I couldn't get out the truck. And that was tough.
So with your previous experience being in an accident, not being able to get out of the truck, were you starting to think of like, oh, this is the last time this happened, the tanker blew up? You know, how did you deal with that? I mean, did your mind start playing those tricks on you?
Oh, I was done, man. Look, the police asked me with his baton, are you loaded? I said, yeah. He tried to smack the back window. They remind you, we are in the house. The homeowner is laying on my hood. So he fell to the floor.
Jesus.
And it was a little boy. And it's up there in Brooklyn Park. You know, the kids hang out all hours of the night. It was a little boy, couldn't have been more about 9, 10 years old. He took a bar stool and broke the back window. That's how I climbed out of the accident.
Saved by a child.
That was to me, that was worse. Huh?
But your little child helped out.
A little child, man.
Ain't
the
that
police couldn't even get me out with that steel baton that he had.
God sent it.
Really.
You had favor, brother.
Good,
you definitely had favor.
Good.
You had favor.
Boy, your man, amazing.
So from that, they gave me. Of course, they paid me. You know, they gave me over $1 million for that. I went on the Oprah Winfrey show. I've been on the Martell Williams show. I've been on the Maury Povich show. I've been on the Kathy Regis show. I've been on the Larry King show. Promoting this tanker blowing up on me. And the only one paid me Well, they all pay you, put you up for the night, all that.
Yeah.
When I met Oprah and Stedman, Oprah gave me $100,000. She bought me my first Corvette. She gave me a voucher
Wow.
to go get any vehicle I want. And I went and got that red Corvette I had.
Amen, brother. That's why I said, man, you got an amazing life, though, man. And a lot of people don't know a lot of these details.
Yeah.
And I know it got to be helping the
But my
audience.
wife know. But my wife know I would hit Oprah. Yeah.
Well, you still crazy as hell. You know what I mean? You still bored, you know what I mean?
Yeah, see that girl? See that girl right there? See that girl on that picture?
Uh-huh.
She was the captain of Annapolis City Police.
Wow.
Oh, look,
She used to be the captain.
It's obvious, Lenny. It's obvious that we're gonna have Boyer on again, man. As we move on with the show, Boyer, I hope you will allow us to have you on as a guest again, because we have so much more we want to share with you.
Yeah, we got more to cover.
Yeah.
well, look, why don't you wrap this section up? Just about tell people about your training and some of the pictures in the background, and we'll let that screen go like that. Why don't you talk about a little bit of that?
Well, training is easy for me. I'll tell you my clients first. I didn't train Whitney Houston, Maya. Thanks to my buddy Pete Adams. Pete Adams helped me with Maya. But actually, Maya is Pete Adams' client. Really.
Wow.
You know, that's who turned me on to Maya with Pete Adams. Couple of the Braxton sisters, Mario, Genuine. I even trained Cindy Lauper.
Damn, son, I didn't know that one.
Yeah, me either. Actually, training is so easy, man. I love training people and changing people's lives. Because once people look at me and say, damn, if you could do it, I could do it. Especially if you're a bigger person, I could make you want to eat right. Like some of the people in my segment, those people are like 72 years old. That woman, she's doing setups on her own. You know, first you couldn't even do that. I got a few clients that went from 350, 370. Now they below 225, 220. Love training, man. I got about
Who's this woman right here? Now. This white woman right here, and then it was a brother that was doing.
Oh,
who's these people?
She 83 years old. She 83 years old. That woman right there.
Oh, wow, incredible.
Woman never worked out in her life. Right now, that woman, and that's my lawyer right there. That's my lawyer right there. Vicky Alonso.
Man,
she used to be 240 pounds.
Wow.
Oh, wow. I told y'all, look, this is a local legend. Boyer is a local legend, a local living legend with a great testimony and a story. We told y'all this was going to be a hell of a night tonight. I want you dive in real fast.
No, real quick, I just want to share one beautiful thing that you can all reach out to this gentleman. If you could throw your number up so people could get in touch with you. They may know somebody that needs some training, may want to be trained, whatever. But how can somebody refer business to you to support you? Also, you know, if they want to jump in and get training, you know, it's springtime, about the spring, man. So they got to get that thing together. You know, so Boyer, if they wanted to reach out, what's the best way? Is it call you or what's the next move?
Yeah, and my email is my name backwards, chewboyer@gmail.com. chewboyer@gmail.com. Well, you know, like right now my plate is full, but I'm willing to entertain anybody who's willing to call me. And if our schedules meet, you know, because I do work for FedEx Freight, drive tractor trailer. That would be the best way. My plate is full. You know, on Thursday night, I train at the church that I go to for free. I'm about to start some classes. You pretty much just have to call me because my plate is full.
Boyer.
I got about 15, 16 clients now that I train one-on-one.
A lot of people say you need to write a book. I've seen several comments tonight about that.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a ghostwriter right now.
I
need
would
a
tell you.
ghostwriter.
I tell you, the Night Brothers team would sign up for helping with that. I'm telling you that right now.
I need a ghostwriter.
Absolutely, could definitely help with that.
And I'm willing to pay. I'm willing to pay.
Any really good writers for my brother right here in the family. And it's about who you know, and we got a family here that knows a lot of people. So if y'all know anybody that we can refer to the brother, please connect with us.
Q, what time is it? Tell them what this segment's about real fast.
Okay, boy, we're gonna close it up until the next time by going through the lightning round with you. And this lightning round we do with a lot of our guests. The lightning round means we're gonna ask you some stuff, some fun stuff, but you only get to choose one answer. Only one, not two, not three, only one. So we're gonna start this lightning round in a minute, and with the lightning round of questions for you as soon as you get back in your chair.
Yeah, I know. I know because I don't want my phone to blink out. I just seen it came up and it said that I'm losing power.
And appreciate it.
I'll be right there. Okay.
Yeah, you shoot that question off,
All
right?
right.
Okay, he's back.
Okay.
All right, Roger, you got the first question, Roger.
What was the best Annapolis community to hang out and why? Best community in Annapolis to hang out in why?
About to get him in trouble right now.
What's the names?
I think I'm gonna play it safe. I'm playing safe to just say, well, it's according to Fourth Ward, man. I'm gonna say that, and why? Because it was I had to learn the lessons that I knew and the skills to even venture into a Napa's garden. You got to mind you just can't go to Napa's garden that you were built to go to Napa's garden. You couldn't go down Roundwood and hang out unless you were built to hang anywhere outside of where you from. So I'm gonna say it, Fourth Ward, Clay Street, going to bed watching Richard Red cuss people out, go down Miss Henny's and get your munchies. You had some of the most beautiful girls you grew up with. I tell you, man, I'm gonna say the Fourth Ward.
Awesome, bro.
Okay.
For me.
I can't argue with that one. Q, real fast.
Yes, sir. So coming up in the Fourth Ward, which I grew up in the same area too. Boy, we had our little spots we used to go to. Now, out of these spots I'm going to name, which one was your personal favorite? Once again, you can only pick one. Did you like going to Little Tavern, the little hamburger joint up? It was up on off West Street. Happy Brooks Restaurant was called Rice's. Mama Son's, which is down in the corner, or Submarine Haven. Which one of those was your favorite one? Is when we were young and coming up and going to the restaurant?
Well, it's Submarine Haven, hands down. Hands down.
Submarine Haven.
Yes, sir.
And can I touch on that? I probably haven't had a submarine since then because I'm not a bread eater. That's another thing.
There you go, bread will make you spread, my man.
I'm not a bread eater. Yeah.
Next one.
Look, Zastro, did you take them trips back in the day? The Oreos, Bullets, to the hockey games, concerts. Which one of those you like the most?
Well, I'm gonna say all of them. I'm gonna say I gotta pick one. You said.
Wow.
I would probably say the most he took us to. I think the most was the Orioles game.
Yep.
And what I just want to touch on about Zastro for a second is he was the first one who showed me what a pro looked like. Honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate it. I told Zach that before he died. I thank him for that. But Marco Tung was the first one who taught me how to act like a pro.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like hanging out and not be cursing and acting ugly in public. Because, when people, in other words, when I was a fighter, I couldn't just hang down American Legion because I know if we get drunk, somebody gonna get drunk and say, boy, you ain't all that, and they get a fight and all that. I couldn't do that.
Awesome, bro. Awesome. Last question, then we getting out of here. Arden, why don't you throw that up there?
Which old school marching band was better? You know what it is. The Marylanders, T. Lord.
Maryland.
Come on, man.
And
Come on,
Tommy
man.
Tom.
Come on, man. You ain't even got to name it. I was in the Maryland Jet. I'm being court. That's it. I wasn't in no Tommy Tom. I wasn't in no Tommy Tom. I was in the Maryland Jet drum beat court, and that's hands down.
No
What
doubt.
you play? What you play? What you do, then, boy? In Maryland, that's what you do.
Huh?
What did you play?
I played
in
the
Maryland?
easiest thing you could. Well, the easiest thing was walking with T. Lordy. That wasn't me. No. I played the big horn because Alex played that little horn. Because Alex was so good at playing that little horn, he could do taps at funerals from a distance. Alex was good. But I played that big horn because it was easy to play that big horn.
Okay.
Well, look, man, we got to get out of here. Look, you got to come back next month, man, because it's just too much. It's too much.
Yeah, we got to have you back soon, man.
We can't.
Yeah, I know, man.
Look, you can't stop them. You can only hope to
I
contain.
enjoy myself, man.
Man, we enjoyed you, brother.
Yeah.
Audience.
It was an honor.
It's a lot that I could share, man. Yeah, I appreciate y'all.
Audience.
Roger.
Thank you guys.
You, Lenny.
Audience, thank y'all very much. Well, if y'all still hanging out there, everybody say thank you to Boyor. Boyor, throw one in the chat group if that's all you can do to signify
Thank you.
your acknowledgement of him. Boyor, we're going to let you close the show out, man.
Put a one in if you want to see him come back, too.
Yeah, put a one if you want to see him come back, and also thank him. Boyor, we're going to let you have the closing thoughts on tonight's show, anything you want to leave the people with or anything at all.
Well, just keep hope alive, man. Reach for the moon. When you miss, you're amongst the stars, man. Don't never stop dreaming. Trust me. It's even in the Bible. You ain't got to go to school. You ain't gotta do anything like go to school, college, and all that. But one thing the Bible says, you got to dream, man. And if you can dream it, it can be achieved. I say dream.
Amen, man.
I love that.
And
Perfect time for it too.
And you live the dream. You're a blessed brother, man.
Yeah.
Your maturation and your transformation, man, just amazing. Thanks for coming on. Let's get together and do this again. Boy, we got a cruise coming up too, so you got to go on a cruise.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's,
Yeah, and I need that information, man. I need that information too.
I'll get it tomorrow. I'll get the information to you.
And the next time we come back, maybe we can talk about my semi-pro football days and my my stand-up.
The stand-up comedy.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
so
You
when
stand-up
come back,
comedy? I
we'll
ain't
talk
know
about
that.
Yeah.
We'll definitely talk about that next time.
Oh yeah, that's
All right,
definitely
loose,
one.
everybody. We out. Everybody, hey guys,
Love,
y'all hold
love.
on for a minute. Hold on, don't leave yet.
all right, I'm getting these last couple comments on the screen because everybody said definitely want you back, boy. How could you not want have another great conversation with Boy, man? I always say, man, but our audience is amazing. Thank y'all very much for just being,
Definitely appreciate it.
sticking with us the whole show long, taking an hour such out of your Tuesday night. And just love y'all, man. Love y'all. And we'll see y'all next week. I don't know what's happening next week. Q organized all these shows. I just know we're doing something. God willing.
It'll be a good one, believe me. It'll be a good one.
Good job, man. Good job, man. Good job.
Hold on, everybody.
Thank
Hold on,
you.
everybody. Good night, guys.